वीक था वॉलेटाइल, कुछ अपसाइड भी देखने को मिला, कुछ नए लेवल्स देखने को मिले और 200 डीएमए जो है उसके आसपास भी हम लोग कुछ टिंकरिंग किए हैं। तो क्या होगा और क्या हुआ है वो समझने के लिए लेट्स bring AK in because I think he will be the right man to explain the things. Uh, Hi Ankit,
Hello.
good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
I am good,
You must be
not
happy this
completely
week.
because,
You must be
huh?
happy this week.
I'm certainly happy. That way I'm happy, but because of some social functions, bit tired. That's it.
Okay. 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 Yeah. 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 That's okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, बोलिए.
आप बताइए कैसा रहा वीक?
Rachit, let me dive straight into it. If you if you remember last time, I told you about a relief rally. After 6, 7 weeks of uh, correction. Again, of course, something got triggered with the Maharashtra state election results. Last
Right.
week भी हमने थोड़ी upside देखी ही थी, एंड ये वीक कंटिन्यू हुआ है, नो डाउट अबाउट इट. सो आप इसको रिलीफ रैली बोल सकते हैं, या आजकल अभी क्या दिसंबर चालू हो गया तो पीपल आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सांता क्लॉज रैली. So it can be called a Santa Claus rally also. Obviously, if you must be knowing about this phenomena, I'm just going to briefly explain for everybody else. Uh, Typically, what happens is the FIs, they go away in the second half of December for the Christmas break, and they end up leaving the markets a little on the higher side. So usually December gets to a high traditionally, and then it suddenly becomes sideways because of the sharp drop in volumes because of the absence of FIIs. तो इसको Santa Claus rally बोलते हैं. तो ये भी इसको आप रिलीफ रैली बोल सकते हो. इट माइट मर्ज इनटू Santa Claus रैली. सो ब्रॉडली स्पीकिंग दिसंबर का this is the kind of movement that I can picture as of now.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, abhi what has happened is after the Maharashtra state election results came, something has triggered the FIs to get on back to the buying side. If you see the
Hmm.
FI figures for December itself is about close to 14,000 crores, and I'm not even counting Friday. तो
Right.
4 ट्रेडिंग सेशन में कुछ 13-14 हजार करोड़ की बाइंग कर ली एफआईए ने. So that is the main reason of why the markets have gone up like they have gone up so drastically.
Okay.
One very good thing is that this entire week, Nifty has
Hmm.
maintained above the 200-day moving average, which is a long-term crucial technical level. तो
Right.
क्या ये एक इंडिकेशन देता है कि स्ट्रेंथ मार्केट में बन सकती है अगर कंसोलिडेशन भी हो गया इस लेवल पे, साइडवेज मूवमेंट भी हो गया तो एक फर्दर उसकी उम्मीद जग सकती है आगे चल के. as long as we are not we are not breaking away from this rally, or sorry, from these levels, 200-day moving
Hmm.
average, अगर हम कंसिस्टेंटली तोड़ के उनको नीचे नहीं जाते हैं तो एक somehow there is always a hope that is maintained because it's a very very critical technical levels. However, of course, all good things come with a disclaimer. So yeah, so I'll tell you my cause of concern. There are two major cause of concern that I have. One is the volatility. Overall, if you see on a closing basis, the volatility, the India VIX has not moved up as such. In this week
Right.
itself, it has moved up between 14.2 and 15.6. The concern is the intraday volatility.
Hmm.
Between the closing, what happens between the closing? At an average, we have seen an intraday movement in Nifty of about 150, 200 points every day.
Right. Right.
You know, and Thursday, if you remember, there was a massive 500-point movement intraday in Nifty.
Right.
And even on Friday, if you remember, sometime exactly around when the monetary policy was being announced, there was a sharp dip and equally sharp recover. So, you know, इस light में again,
Hmm.
ये जो why I'm let me just now come ahead with the week that is going to come. Okay, so
Right.
इस light में I personally मेरी जो gut feeling है I will not be a bull in this market with the light of economic data coming so poor. क्योंकि undercurrent is you know underlying things are not so good. हाँ,
Right.
ये जो रिलीफ रैली है, ये जो सांता क्लॉज रैली है, दिसंबर could
Hmm.
see the further of it. There is no doubt about it. I am not denying. I am not
Right.
even denying a further upside of a little bit, you know, 200, 300 points, maybe touch 25,000, end the year on a
Hmm.
high. It's a very, very possible scenario. But again, next week or next couple of weeks, I expect
Hmm.
volatility to continue. I
Okay.
expect volumes to go down. जैसे मैंने आपको पहले बोला, as and when these FIs they start to you know wind up their situation, wind up their
Hmm.
you know positions and move out for holidays, आपको volumes में reduction दिखेगा market में.
Hmm.
So markets will get a little sticky.
Okay.
मतलब, and if we have you know domestic institution is on the buying side, they might
Hmm.
want to push the market up and execution levels कम हो जाएंगे, market sticky हो जाएगा. It's a usual characteristic of the year end. You know, it's
Hmm.
not something that is going to be new. मतलब ये मैं बहुत सालों से देख रहा हूँ ऐसा हो रहा है. तो वो होगा, मतलब मार्केट ऊपर जाएगा, the Nifty might go up, it might even stay there, it might be sideways also,
Hmm.
but volumes will clearly reduce, volatility will be high. So broadly speaking, this is the case. Also, personally मैं आपको एक चीज बता दूं, अगर आप सांता क्लॉज में बिलीव करते हैं, तो आप सांता क्लॉज रैली में बिलीव करिए, वरना आप जानते हैं कि
Got it.
सांता क्लॉज क्या है और सांता क्लॉज रैली भी क्या है. सब
Got it.
सारा का सारा every data is pointing towards a weaker Q3 and result season will start in January, but we will talk about it when we come to January. अभी के लिए मैं
Right.
इतना ही आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि वॉलेटिलिटी हाई रहेगी, वॉल्यूम्स थोड़े रिड्यूस हो जाएंगे आने वाले कपल ऑफ वीक्स में, एंड
Hmm.
रैली पे इतना भरोसा मत करिए. रैली दिखेगी, रैली पे इतना भरोसा नहीं करिए.
So should we
ये रैली
actually use this
ये
rally?
रैली बेस पे नहीं है. There is no base for this rally. This is why I'm not so confident about it.
So in that case, am I reading it right that we might see some upside, but we should use that upside to exit and book profits and not initiate any fresh buying position, at least in the coming week. If we get any opportunity to book profits, we should book profits and not create any heavy position in the buying side.
Right, right.
Right. चलिए, नेक्स्ट वीक की गाइडेंस हमने आपसे ले ली है. एज ऑलवेज, जब भी थोड़ा सा भी पॉजिटिव हिंट मिलता है तो अच्छा ही लगता है. एंड
Sure.
इट वाज अमेजिंग टॉकिंग टू यू. होपफुली नेक्स्ट वीकेंड पे फिर देखते हैं और आगे समझते हैं कि क्या सिचुएशन डेवलप होती है.
Sure.
थैंक यू.
Okay. Thank
हैव अ
you. Thank
नाइस
you. Have a
वीकेंड.
good weekend. Okay. Bye bye.
या, बाय बाय.